Welcome back to Terminator 1 on the Super Nintendo, and now we're in the police station. So, for the rest of the game, we have to press the X button to constantly open doors.
And to call Sarah
just like he was looking for Sarah. So yeah, prepare to hear him say Sarah a lot. Forgot this level.
This is 513.
For a second there, I thought the objective of this level was to collect the 5 letters that spell Sarah or something.
Usually that will net you a cutscene from the movie.
Yeah.
Coming later, eventually, the remake of Terminator 1.
Also, why the fuck? Why the fuck do some doors lead to just show outside? Like how many doors? Like is this like it feels like that high room atop the building in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, where the door just leads to nothing, and Eddie just falls. Like
okay, we'll say this.
With Troy Baker as the T-800.
Police officer, are you not concerned about the escaped criminal who's also gunning for me?
Oh, you think that's rich, Jova?
When I jump over you.
Oh, you think that's rich, Jova? Wait till I tell you this. If you try and shoot the policeman, the bullets bounce off of them.
Are they wearing armor?
I mean, that's not
how bulletproof vest work. Yeah, that's not how bulletproof vest work.
Alright, so Pedro, I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
What?
This looks miles better than Terminator 2.
Oh, it does. Oh, it is. No, this game is functional.
Yeah, this looks like a Contra clone.
Yeah, it is. That's basically what it is. Yeah.
It's all a sense of scaling, Dej. When you compare this to worse terrors, yes, this can feel like a walk in the park. But remember, it still is a bad game.
See, the primary problem with this... The problem with this game, Dej, is not so much that the controls are non-functional. It's more so the fact that the game tries it in its attempt to, I guess, make your money worth it. Has its levels go on for so bloody long.
I will also say this: the digitized scream that Kyle Reese asked about Sarah is pretty decently rendered, again for Super Nintendo standards.
I'll also say this: the effect of the Terminator bursting through the wall and coming at you with his
like the Kool Aid Man.
Eyes,
oh yeah,
that is actually genuinely creepy. So kudos on them for that.
Let's not forget that what happened in the first part, where even I literally died despite there being a floor right there for me to land on. I just jumped too high, according to the game, because this game has kind of Contra syndrome aspect shit. It's just one of those things where, yeah, this game. Congratulations. What's the developer of this game again?
A Canadian studio.
Grey Matter, that's it, Grey Matter. Congratulations, Grey Matter. Your game, unlike the game made by Bits, is functional. Have a cookie, I guess.
So, yeah, coming soon, the Terminator 1 remake with Kyle Reese, played by Troy Baker, and why not?
No more Terminator, please. Let's let that franchise die.
Yeah.
And who played the Terminator?
The Terminator in that one would be
they also wanted poster about the Luchador. Why?
Nolan North.
I get the feeling it's just like some kind of joke too, but I don't really get what exactly is it a joke about, to be honest with you, because there were no luchadores in Terminator. So I don't understand what exactly is that poster.
Terminator.
Anyway, but that's it. Troy Baker would play Kyle Reese, and Laura Bailey would play Sarah.
Also, for some reason, the police station is full of gang members as well.
Is there a riot going on and we don't even know?
I don't even know, to be honest with you. They're just here because we need enemies to fight, basically.
I guess if I can give him credit, this soundtrack does sound like an homage to the police station theme from the movie.
Yeah, it's not the actual...
It has music from the movie, it doesn't have the Terminator.
Yeah.
Again, police officer, you might want to just turn around for a sec.
Cool. Go.
I'm speaking this up because, this is taking way too long.
Also, this police station has a lot of dispenser, but they're exclusively for candies. Not even like, say, snack bars or something, or generic soda. No, just candy.
It's like again, the Mega Drive and Sega CD games just have a game where you just go to where Sarah is and you conclude the level. They make it an actual maze where you just keep. It's so redundant. You're just constantly opening doors until you accidentally find. Whoa.
What is
Whoa,
that?
what the heck?
What?
That's remember that signal that sometimes comes from Teo. Whatever. Sorry, audience.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, I have not heard that sound in nearly a decade. What a throwback.
It's a nostalgic throwback to
Moving on.
But anyway, the point is,
No, I'm not bashing you. It's just like I missed that sound.
it's redundant because all you're doing is just opening doors and they all look the same, so you have no idea of knowing where Sarah is. Just keep opening doors until you accidentally find the right one, and that's it. It's so redundant and boring.
Wait, Pedro, we're playing a game where we're constantly looking for Sarah and yelling her name. It's a throwback to our early days when we commentated on Final Fantasy XIII.
Yeah, they already made that joke.
I still have not seen everything of that. I only saw the first part. I was like, okay.
Well, then
I
it's
know
still
exactly
an
where
old
this is going.
it's still an old playthrough anyway, so expect a lot of audio hiccups. So just if you might as well you just watch a normal run of the game anyway.
Well,
Yeah, but I like
mean,
hearing
I don't know
guys talk.
if he's actually interested in the story,
I will argue.
No, but I like hearing you guys talk.
Wait, hold on. No. I wasn't laughing about that to you. I wasn't laughing about that. I was laughing about something else. But in that regard, I mean, okay, look. Like Dad said, he likes Sarah's talk, so by all means, feel free to check it out.
I will argue our
I
13-1 commentary
deny-
is fine.
Well, okay, in terms of the actual run in itself, yes, but in terms of the audio quality, not really. Again, you were using Skype, multiple hiccups and anything.
Sure.
Okay,
That's what I'm
I won't
talking about.
I won't deny 13 is a game that I would not mind us replaying for the sake of being able to give a better sounding
it's
commentary.
much like with our original 7, Drova. It's a long game. We have better things to do.
You guys have done long games, aren't you? How's your Xenogears playthrough going?
Oh, I'm still not done yet. Technically, again, foreshadowing for the future audience. I'm still not done yet. I'm technically kind of close to the end of the game, and the total on the part for so far is.
Finally! Thank fucking Lord! I'm done.
We're out now.
And now here's here's my reward, a shitty picture. Like.
So you did collect all the Sarah letters.
No. He
love how
collected all the Sarah coins.
I love how most games after this pretty much skip ahead to this, giving the illusion that the Terminator is chasing them out of the police station. But in reality, this is happening after the sex scene.
To be fair, Jova, like, what could they really do game-wise at this point at this time?
What, you wouldn't want to play a minigame where you have to play as Kyle and have sex with Sarah and it's basically a quick time event?
Sure, it would be like in Indigo Prophecy and Heavy Rain. Why not? And here's another shitty picture.
Okay, guys.
All right, now here's the twist.
No, he's slowly approaching
This
us.
is an auto-scroller.
Well, to be fair, Joe, but that's what he did in the movie as well. But anyway, here's the twist, guys. You know, up until this point, all of the levels have been very confusing in their layout. And
Let me guess, this is all one straight line.
Very good, Dwibs. For this one level, the developers decided to actually be straightforward for a change.
Also, Kyle Reese's model looks different.
That's the thing, Teo. He looks different at every level. I don't get this. Like,
it's not model, it's sprite.
The way he looks.
Whatever. The sprite looks different. That's the idea. Yeah, this level is literally nothing but just an obstacle course. Just keep dodging stuff while the Terminator chases you. And as Jova said, he chases you very slowly, so you'll be fine. To be fair, again, he was also slow in the movie.
Which is funny because in a lot of other versions, what they usually do is have him go slow, yes, but then have him speed up when you blow off his leg.
Now what you need to do...
Can you move?
And now what you need to do is, guess what?
Let the Terminator actually kill you?
No.
Oh my god!
That's the life bar on the top left too. I didn't realize this because this was a blind run sort of, because you're not actually supposed to chase try to get him stuck on the thing like you would in the other Terminator 1 games too. Instead, you're supposed to knock him with the iron thing until he dies, like with that life bar right there.
This is how the mighty Terminator is defeated, with a lead pipe.
Yes.
Bonk, 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 bonk.
And Sarah throws the plastic.
Oh, and Kyle dies anyway.
Well, there you go, Dibs. At least in this one, Kyle Reese dies.
Ah.
I know, but he dies in the most stupid way. I mean, he dies.
That's the end.
He dies for being stupid enough to bash
Oh
him
my
over
god,
and
they
over
don't
again.
even
While being
have,
too close to the
they
thing.
don't even
It's
have
not.
an end screen that says that, Sarah Connor will leave for the future or some shit like that. No, cut to credits.
Wow.
Dibs. Either Kyle Reese mysteriously doesn't die, or he dies in a stupid way. Pick your poison.
Anyway, to answer your question before our final thoughts, that again, like I said, I'm not near the end of the game. Technically, I'm close enough, but still a bit. And so far, it's like 54 parts.
But yeah, like Theo said, the game doesn't even end. It just stops.
It's a showcase of not necessarily laziness, but the fact that the game probably was rushed.
Probably.
That's the thing, though. Why would you rush this game? There wasn't even a theatrical release to rush it to be alongside.
Were they afraid that were they afraid that Terminator 2's out, but it's been a year since that movie came out. So if we don't release this one soon, the Terminator hype will die down.
Also, how cheeky. Game terminated. Ha ha ha.
Yeah. That may be the most clever thing this game has done.
All right. That was Terminator 1 on the Super Nintendo, and handheld versions aside, which I will not be doing at the very least in the near future. We're pretty much done. Well, okay, how about this? We're done with the older home console Terminator games. Let's go with that.
But what about RoboCop versus the Terminator?
Oh yeah, that is true. We have that one. I'll get
Mortal Kombat 11 as the Terminator.
We might as well wait until we do the RoboCop movie trilogy, I guess.
Yes, RoboCop vs. Terminator.
Answer my question about Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah. Don't worry, we know what you said.
What about Gears of War 5 Terminator DLC or whatever that game was?
Well,
multiplayer only, Dej.
Not just that, they're the characters from Dark Fate, so I'll pass. Well,
can I go first for the final four?
Go ahead, Webs.
Since I have to terminate my involvement for the day after this.
Shut up and see your thoughts.
Guys, don't kill my man Tio with those puns.
Yeah, don't worry, guys, I'll be back. It's not as bad as the NES one. I mean, the music actually sounds like music as opposed to a psychedelic fucking mind trip. When it isn't just one guy lazily pressing one, maybe three keys on the keyboard. I mean, graphically it looks okay, aside from Kyle Reese and his instantaneous plastic surgery every level. I mean, really, the only major problem, and it is a major one, is the level design. I mean, it's a bit weird though. You spend almost the entire game with one set of levels, up and down around maze-like levels, and then the final one you're just running in a straight line, while making Kyle Reese look like a freaking idiot. Even more so than in Terminator Genesis, and that's saying something. Yeah, and also, I mean, I'm glad the music is in here, even if the Terminator theme isn't, for some reason. But other than that, it's just really unremarkable. It says something that so far, I mean, the best Terminator game that we seem to have gotten was one from like 2 years ago nearly, and it was pretty jank in a lot of ways from what I've heard, although there is a version coming.
From what I heard, Lives, the PS5 version fixes the performance with the frame rate, so you might want to give that one a try.
Not so much that, it's more so the PS4 version just backwards compatible on the 5. Yeah, because the game has an uncapped frame rate.
It's actually getting a PS5 upgrade patch, Pedro.
Was it like that? Okay, so they actually patched it for the PS5. Okay.
Well, at the time of this recording, it has yet to be released, but if I recall correctly, yes, it's on its way.
Oh, okay.
I might try it if I get the chance, but overall, it's fine, but it's nothing really remarkable either. It's just kind of, it's just kind of okay.
Well, there's always don't worry. There's always Tom Montelarico's awesome soundtrack on the Sega CD game.
Sure. Okay.
Again, how about that lovely music in the SNES version of Terminator 2?
All right. Dej, what do you think of this one?
Well, it looks better than the other Terminator games that you've poisoned me with. But I feel like that's a very low bar.
It is.
It's the equivalent of jumping over a 2-inch.
I recommend trying out the Sega CD version on an emulator. The soundtrack alone makes it worth it.
I'll take your word for it. But overall, man, is there any good games out there?
I just said the Sega CD one.
Besides, okay.
And there's also
Resistance is apparently
just mentioned to the
Resistance is apparently good.
Like I said, I actually have tried it in its entirety, and yes, it might not be super spectacular, but I argue it's the best Terminator game in a long while. So that has to count for something.
I'm not sure about the PS2 Terminator games or the ones
we still haven't tried those yet.
No.
So yeah, but there are definitely good ones out there, and there might be more than we know of too.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
But overall, no. Please start inviting me for good games now, Pedro.
I did invite you. Well, I did invite you for Curious Village, didn't I?
Oh yeah, that is true. One game.
Well, I'll see what I can do next time.
Well, to be fair, Des, this is like our shorter fodder stuff here and there, so gotta make do with what we have at the time.
Also, I argue that it wasn't Pedro inviting you for that, but I argue that Outland was not that bad of a game.
True. But overall, please stop making Terminator stuff in general. Please, just let it die.
Okay, well, if you do need to make more Terminator stuff, then just make good games.
I guess. Okay, fine. If you're gonna make a Terminator stuff, here's what I would do. All right, make sure Terminator 2 is the end. Everyone gets a happy ending. Every game is a prequel that covers the war and the resistance, and shows why John Connor is a threat to Skynet.
And how Helena Bonham Carter became Skynet.
No.
Hey, look, Terminator Salvation established that.
Nope, it's not canon. Sorry, it got erased from the timeline. Nope, only the first two matter.
But that's the thing. Skynet got erased apparently too with that. So technically, there's nothing saying that Helena Bonham Carter wasn't still Skynet. Though I wonder if that would make Legion Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
I'm done. Someone else go.
Go ahead, Jova.
It's better than Terminator 2 on the SNES. Notice that's one of the nicer things I have to say about this game. When you consider how terrible that game was, you realize how much this game is lost. I guess kudos for being one of the few games to actually remember that Kyle Reese actually dies at the end. But man, the way it's done is so silly. So Sarah throws a bomb and that kills both of us. Even though anyone who's seen the movie would know that Kyle Reese sort of self-sacrificed himself by sticking that grenade into the Terminator and him getting caught in the blast, and even still the Terminator was still alive and kicking, but Nope. Instead, we defeat the Terminator with a lead pipe. Wow, that sounds lame.
I can also tell you, Dej, that the Mega Drive game, the Genesis game if you prefer, is fine. Not great, but fine. So there's that as well.
Neat.
But, yeah, this game. The music actually does seem like it's trying to basically remix the soundtrack or score from the movie. Kudos on that, except for the Terminator theme. Like, wow.
I'm guessing Virgin
Like, I
got
alone-
exclusive rights to be the only one to use it.
Potentially. It feels so odd as a thing, I would admit.
Yeah. Like, it's like if you made a Lone Ranger movie and didn't have the William Overture in it.
Okay,
It
that's a bit
doesn't
different
make-
because it's public domain, technically, Jova.
Yeah, the
but
Will Tell Overture is
well-
public domain, so should be fine.
Well, to be fair, my point is more so about how it would feel regardless without that particular theme. Like, having all the other classics, but not, the main de facto theme.
Mm-hmm.
But alas. That said, the game itself isn't really doing stuff much favors. Like, there are much better things you could do. Like watching Terminator, which is available on YouTube right now, free with ads. Or without ads if you use ad block. But, yeah, this game. Yeah. Okay, I guess if I could say something else nice, it does feel like they were trying. They failed, but they were trying. That said, the overuse of bosses, the way some levels just drag the heck on, and the one time a level doesn't drag, it's a maze, and the other time a level doesn't drag, it's only because it's as straightforward as that final section was. Oh, and yeah, there's some driving stuff here and there. Not really that good either. It's mediocre at best, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Okay, Pedro, close us out.
Well, actually, Teo hasn't given his thoughts yet. Go ahead, Teo.
Well, I'll be quick anyway. It's better than the NES version for a mile, and also better from the SNES version of Terminator 2. That certainly is not saying much. Like I said, I get the feeling that the game was kind of rushed due to how the sprite look like, how the ending feels rushed, and how the first level goes, and not just the first level, all levels go on for what feels like an eternity. As also James Rolfe mentioned in his review of the game, it really does feel as if Grave Matters had a specific vision, but probably could not fulfill it through, potentially. But it's just speculation at this point. The studio is dead anyway, so who knows. Well, that's pretty much it for me. I guess the better game for these classics so far seems to be just the one done by David Perry and his team. Next.
Yeah, like Teo said, yeah, when it comes to these classic Terminator games, David Perry Sega CD games still takes the cake. And yeah, like this game is, like Jova said, mediocre at best and absolutely mind-numbing at worst, because the levels just go on and on and on and on and on and never freaking end. And then we have stuff like the terrible, somewhat kind of Contra syndrome thing that this game has going for it, where I can jump this distance, but if I jump just a little higher, I will die regardless of the fact that there's floor right below me. It's just, it makes literally no sense. It's just terrible. And the third level is so mind-numbingly redundant. We just open doors at random because there's no way of knowing where Sarah is. And then the final level is just kind of a joke. Here, okay, so final boss against the Terminator. What do? I know, whack him with a pipe. There you go. There's your boss fight.
Oh my gosh.
And Kyle Reese dies in the most silly way possible because screw you, I guess.
Sarah killed him.
With a pine
Sarah
bomb.
killed him.
Yes.
That's the thing. Sarah killed him. She legit killed him.
You're both terminated fuckers. Yeah.
Alright, Sarah, I loved you.
Yeah, that was it. A wet fart of a game. And that's about it. there's not that much to say about this. When it comes to home console classic Terminator games, we're pretty much done. I don't think there were any for Saturn or even PlayStation.
Not that no, I think there was one on the PlayStation, but again, of this classic era, the one we're still technically missing is again Robocop versus the Terminator. But to be fair, we might as well just wait a bit before that.
Yeah, we'll do that at another time, everybody. So that was Terminator on the Super Nintendo. So maybe next time we'll see you with Robocop vs. Terminator, or maybe even a more modern Terminator game. We'll see how things go. So see you then.
Yeah.